Welcome back to Tales from the Empty Nest. She is Mama.
It's Big Boy.
And we're just a couple of empty nesters that are trying to recover from a really long weekend. And instead of sitting home and recovering today, Mama got off work early. Big Boy wasn't working today. So we decided, what the hell? Let's go have a few drinks. So we went and had a few drinks.
Yeah, let's kill our liver even more.
Yeah, let's kill our liver even more. Check us out on our socials on X at Tales_Empty_Nest, Instagram at Tales from the Empty Nest, TikTok, where you've probably found us at Gen X_Empty_Nesters, or you can save yourself a ton of trouble by remembering all of that stuff and just go to our website at www.talesfromemptynest.com. It's got all the links to all the socials, YouTube, Spotify, iHeart, Apple Pods, everything else, everywhere else that we're at. Mama, we mentioned the state fair. We spent the whole weekend at the state fair. Let's talk about the state fair.
Man, you got to do it. It's so much fun. There's so much to see, good food. And if you just want to see a good football game, it's good to do it the weekend of
Red River Shootout.
Red River Shootout, even though they say that that's not the name anymore. We're going to continue to call it that name. And it was fun. We got to enjoy it with some friends. And
yeah, we got to hang out with some friends we don't get to hang out with all that much. And our son wound up making it to the game, albeit maybe a quarter late.
Yeah, almost a quarter late, and then left right after and headed back home.
But that's all right. That's his first Red River Shootout.
Yeah.
I think him and his friend had a really good time. Yeah, the fair was awesome. I mean, I think the only downside of the whole weekend, besides the fact that when you're having fun, it goes by fast, and you could say we probably spent way too much money all weekend. But other than all of the normal things that go along with going on trips and having a good time and all that stuff, man, it was so freaking hot this weekend.
It's so hot.
Like, we are due for a state fair weekend where it is not blazing ridiculous. It should not be 92 degrees with
in the middle of
feels
October.
like 94 to 95 in October. That is just absurd.
Yeah, it was miserably hot.
I'm trying to think back to the last time there wasn't a really warm Red River Shootout, and I think you got to go back, at least for me, 2007. It was rainy. It was overcast. It was still, it wasn't super warm, but I think it was still on the warmer side. It definitely wasn't cool. But that's the last time I can remember being in Dallas for this weekend, and it wasn't just unbearably hot. But I feel like this weekend topped them all. What do you think? Where's this rank on? I mean, I know you've only been to like 5 of these so far, 4 or 5 of these. Like, what does this rank for you?
I feel like 2023 and 2022 were cooler, a lot cooler. But last year, 2024 was hot, and I thought that was the hottest one to date. I feel like this year was the hottest one because usually I like to partake in. I mean, I love to drink beer during football games, and me and you are like just having a good time, throwing them back. And how many beers did I have during that game? One. I was guzzling water. That's how I knew that game was a different heat level because I didn't even want to drink. It was drenching.
Part of it is the SEC has decided that this is always going to be a 2:30 kick now. And I don't know the specifics behind why that necessarily is. And folks, please excuse my throat. I screamed a lot on Saturday. My throat is not 100% recovered. But I don't know why they decided 2:30 specifically, but that's kind of what the deal is. Like, we played it at 2:30.
Hotter too.
Yeah, it's the hottest part of the day.
God.
Like, you're literally out there for 3 to 4 hours in the hottest part of the day. It doesn't really start to cool off until maybe like the fourth quarter.
I looked at my phone. So the game was 2:30 kickoff. Of course, we got there probably about 2 because we like to see all the.
No, we got there. We got in the stadium about 1:45 at the latest.
So I looked when I started to kind of feel like, all right, I'm finally Now, I'm not comfortable. I'm just somewhat cooling down. I looked down at my phone and it was 5:15. So, yeah, that was brutal.
Pretty rough. Anyway, the Longhorns get the win. We're happy about that. It was a satisfying win for Texas fans because last weekend was just so terrible. That Florida loss was really, really rough for Texas fans. And I think most people thought, especially with John Mateer coming back, that Oklahoma was going to just kind of roll through Texas. And Texas, man, they played really well, fought really hard. Really, I mean, to me, they kind of dominated the whole game. We won't get, I don't want to get too much into all that.
Yeah. You just know that we like football, and that's what we like to do.
Yeah.
And that's why we went there.
The fair itself was a really good time. Although, again, I think we say this every year. We intend to go down there, and I think we said it on our last episode. We can't wait to eat.
I know.
We did not eat.
Well, I ate a lot more than you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we went Friday. We got there at just after when the gates opened. So probably, I bet we walked in at 10:30 on Friday. We spent literally the entire day there. Mm-hmm. We left. I bet we left there. I bet we walked out of there about 9:30. No,
it was probably about 7:30, 8.
No, it was dark.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we went and watched the concert for a little while. I don't know how long. Anyway, we were there a long time is the point. I ate once. I walked by all of these food stands, and I ate one time. But I did drink a lot of beer, in my defense.
I started out with a breakfast, and I probably shouldn't have done that at the hotel because I usually don't do that. We just go straight to the fair. But I was just really hungry and wanted something to eat. And then we got there, and I don't think we ate anything till a late lunch.
Yeah, it was afternoon.
I had a hamburger. You had
like a big old sausage with peppers and a bun. It was really good. It
was so good. We did that last year. Juicy's
down at the end of the midway, like right outside the with the south end of the football stadium. There's a big old stand there all the time. I think it's part of the carnival. It's Juicy's, but they do turkey legs, cheeseburgers, sausages, and it is really good.
And then I got hungry again a little later, and then I got a Philly cheesesteak.
Yep.
And so you shared that with me.
I mean, I had a bite of it.
Bite.
Yeah, and I had a couple fries.
Yeah. Which they mistakenly put sugar on instead of salt.
So I think they did.
That was kind of a weird
Two different
taste.
people in our group said that before Mama
these
noticed.
These are sweet tasting fries.
Yeah. And they weren't sweet potato fries. They were like regular potatoes. So
that was kind of funny. But one thing we did learn, and I think that's why we're a little more selective in what we choose to eat. Because one thing we did learn is when we've gone there before is we've looked at all these weird kind of things that have won awards. And I don't know if it's just for creativity. And I'm sure there's different, type of groups that they kind of judge food in and all that. But we've tried a couple of those things, and we're very, very disappointed. And they're very expensive when you buy those popular items that make the whole, hey, this is 2025 winner or finalist for this, that, or the other. And then you go get it, and you're like, but why?
Yeah, why? Why is
so we kind of try to steer clear of most of that stuff.
Well, and also I think it's just like, it's like paralysis by overanalysis. There is too much food there.
Yeah.
There is literally 50 billion vendors there, and it all sounds great. And so you can't decide. You can't get it all. Decide.
And there's so many good sweet treats and funnel cakes and ice creams and all this stuff. But if I partook in that, I would have a miserable day the rest of the day because I wouldn't feel really good. So that stuff does look good, and if you can do that, my diabetes does not
allow
handle that very, very good. So, but if you can do that, there's a lot of good sweet treats out there.
Anyway, we had a blast.
Fried pecan pie and
there's fried literally freaking fried anything.
Man, if I didn't have diabetes, I would tear that up. No doubt.
If I didn't drink 15 beers, I would have eat the whole place. So little known fact about me, if I'm drinking a whole lot, I usually don't eat. And Mama actually has to make me eat usually. Mama had to make me eat after the football game.
I did. Force feed them a pizza.
All I had on game day Did we grab breakfast?
No.
We did not.
I ate like a piece of toast, I think, or something.
Right. Yeah. So we did not grab breakfast on game day. We get to the. Oh, we did have a corn dog.
Nope.
We did have a Fletcher's
that's
corn
our,
dog.
That's our ritual.
Yeah,
Gotta
it's
do
like
that.
Game day.
It's kind of like we don't really care what time of the morning it is. You go get a Fletcher's corn dog and you get a beer.
So we did do that, but then I didn't eat again until probably 12:30. We split one of those big ass mac and cheese bowls that have chicken tenders. You gotta do
that, man. The mac loaded
brisket.
Woo,
yeah,
woo.
That's a good stand. If y'all ever go to the State Fair, check that place out on Nimitz. It's really good. But we split that, and I was full. Mm-hmm. And then I didn't eat again until after the game. You made me eat a slice of pizza that I didn't want to eat. I was like belligerently against eating this slice of pizza. But anyway, it's fair. Like we went and grabbed some food on the way. Yeah. Once on the way to the hotel, we grabbed some stuff, and like that was right there. We got off the bus, got off the train, whatever. Went over to this restaurant, got some stuff to go, went back to the room and pigged out. And
watched some more football.
And it would have cost us to eat the same amount of food. It would have cost us like $100.
Yeah, I mean, just be prepared. The fair is a fun experience, but just know if you want to eat there, drink and whatever, it's going to cost some money. But the good thing is once you get in there, all the events and the shows and things like that, they're free.
Yeah, we saw the Mighty Mike Superman or Strongman show, and that was funny as shit.
It was good.
He's this Canadian guy that does like juggling, and he's got like Guinness Book of World Records juggling.
Two of them. Mm-hmm.
Well, he had one. Some guy beat him, but anyway, that's not the point. It was really fun. It was a funny show, and then obviously the rodeo thing at night is good. The concert. I mean, I don't know. Who did we see? Band Perry.
Band Perry.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I mean they were okay.
There's multiple concerts throughout the whole fair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I would just sum it up by saying we had a really good time at the fair. We always do, even if we don't win that game. We always have a good time at the fair. Winning the game just makes it that much better. But yeah, if you are in the vicinity of Dallas, Texas during that fair, and you're looking for something to do, and you might have a few $100 burning a hole in your pocket, run over to the fair, get some food, get some drinks.
And we met a lot of people that had no person, I guess I don't want to say no dog in the fight kind of thing. They didn't care. They weren't Longhorn fans. They weren't OU fans. They were just like, man, we heard this is a big rivalry game, and we came down and wanted to see it, and there was a state fair. And the good thing is that if you buy a football ticket, it's your entrance into the fair for that day.
Yeah,
that they play. So that's a little bonus.
It's kind of a bonus. It's not overly expensive to get into.
It isn't. Yeah.
You're going to pay out the ass if you want to do rides and eat food, and if you're drinking, like I bet we bought 400 tickets on the weekend, and probably 60 to 70% of them went to beer. But anyway, we had a great time. And so a couple of shows ago, you attacked my fashion, so I wanted to, and I brought it up last week. I said, we got to talk about this, Mama. I am the non-fashion person, and I'll cede that. Time out. I'll cede that as long as you are willing to see that you are ridiculous when it comes to trying on clothes.
I am. I don't know fashion either. To be fair, I really don't. I struggle with that really bad.
I think you know fashion. You just second guess yourself, and then you start asking your daughter. But worse than any of that is how she comes to me and expects me to help her make these decisions on what she should wear. And so she'll come out and be like, she'll come out in like whatever. Let's just say it's jeans and a top with two different shoes on that look exactly the same. To me, because I'm a man, and all I see is like tennis shoes. And she's like, which one of these shoes looks the best? And I'm like, what do you mean which one of those shoes looks the best? They're both tennis shoes.
I really struggle with fashion because I wear scrubs to work, and all I see are people who wear scrubs to work. So I have no idea what is in fashion. I probably have 500 outfits that I could pair together in my closet, and I just don't know how to do it. But I struggle with, do I want to wear something that's cute and revealing? Am I too old for this? I work hard to look the way I do. So should I feel comfortable wearing this? I don't want to be judged going, oh, why is she wearing that? She's too old to be wearing that.
This is the exact conversation we
All
had Saturday.
these things go on in my head, and it's like a battle. My daughter's like the best one that helps style me. She's like, who cares? If you like it and you look good, wear it. Who cares what anyone else thinks?
So this is like
it's a struggle.
This is epitome of my life. We leave Friday. No, we haven't even left yet. And we didn't leave Friday. We left Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
We hadn't even left yet. I get a text at, I don't know. You had to work that day. I had to work that day. But I think she texted me sometime in the middle of the morning, hey, what's the latest you can leave? And I was like, I can pretty much leave whenever I need to leave. Whenever you want to leave, I can leave. And she's like, okay. Because I might be getting off a little early and, get home a little early so we can get out of there quicker. Great. So then she's like, do you mind if we go to Rally House? Because they've got some Texas stuff there that we don't have at our Rally House. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. So we drive, we get a really early start, but man, we hit so much traffic. It was an absolute nightmare. We didn't really get there. I mean, I felt like it was probably like the longest drive to Dallas we've ever done.
It was the longest.
But anyway, I keep my word. I'm like, well, we'll go to Rally. I really just wanted to go find a bar and like drink and forget that I just did what I just did. But I was like, I told her we go to Rally House. She finds this little tank top thing that she wants. She goes and tries it on, and she comes out and she's like, I'm not sure about this. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? Did it fit? And she's like, yeah, I think it fit. And I'm like, well, good, let's go buy it. And then she's like, oh, but it was $90. And I'm like, I don't care at this point. Like, buy 50.
You're buying something.
Yeah, you're buying fucking something because, like, we just rerouted a lot to get to this place. We buy the thing. We go back to the hotel. Days go on, whatever. It's game day morning. She puts it on. Well, actually, I think you tried it on again.
I did. I tried it on Friday night and was like, because I never tried it on in front of you when I bought it.
Right.
I was like, I don't know. It's a little kind of revealing in some areas. And I was like, well, if all else fails, like I can return it.
Yeah. So anyway, she tries it on for me, and I was like, that looks good. You look good in that.
I had liquid courage at that point. We had gone to a bar and drank a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I'm wearing this. This is what I'm doing.
Yes. So fast forward to Saturday morning. We're trying to get out of the hotel and meet our friends so we can get over to the fair. And she goes, I'm not wearing this. I'm like, what do you mean you're not wearing that? And then she put something else on, which she looked great in as well.
It was a T-shirt. I knew I was going to sweat my ass off even more in it.
Anyway, I'm like, what are we doing? And she's like, oh, it's just revealing. And I'm like, and it was the one, go to our TikTok, Gen X Empty Nesters. It's the one I put in the video from Saturday. She looked fantastic in it.
Thank you.
Everybody else said she looked fantastic in it.
I just don't know if I look too old to wear stuff like that.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Age is just a number, babe. It's like what you look like that matters, right?
I guess.
But that's not even the point. We've gotten way off track. Like this is like every day for me.
I know.
Like I get asked to make these decisions for her, and she looks good in everything to me. So I'm just like, yeah, that looks great. And then she'll retreat into her master closet, come out in another thing, and go, which one? You like this one better or that one better?
You do get tired of that.
And I'm a dude. I don't fucking care. Like, you look good in both of them.
I already told you look good in the first one. Why'd you change it?
Exactly. So I told you look good in the first one. Why are you even going to change into another one?
Right.
But then you'll come out and I'll be like, oh, you look good in that one too. Well, which one looks better? Well, neither one of them look better. You look your maximum amount of hotness in both of those.
That's not fair. There's always got to be one that looks better. That's where I get frustrated.
No.
Yeah. There's got to be one that's like just teetering over the top.
I would
so quickly tell you, yep, that's the one. That one looks better.
No.
Yes.
You would not.
Yes.
Well, first of all, I would never do that to you. But second of all, no, you wouldn't. You just be like, you look great. Let's just go. So anyway, I wanted to talk about how maybe I don't have. I wanted to talk
about your fashion. How'd this turn into mine?
No, dang. I did not want to talk about my fashion. I wanted to talk about how you put me through these nightmare scenarios, and I wanted to really hear if other husbands have. I know you do, but I just want to please jump in the comments if you're listening to this, and just tell us your story about what your wife does to you to torture you and make you look at multiple sets of clothes and different shoes that are actually really the same shoe. But you're supposed to know which one's the best, and when you don't, then this is
You
the
want to
worst
know
part.
how to get that? You want to know how to shut that down? Just freaking pick one.
No.
Yeah, just go. That's it. That's the one. You look so hot in that. I'd be like, yeah.
I feel like
thanks.
I do that. I feel like I do that on the very first one every time, but then I still have to choose again.
Ugh.
And then I got to choose between the ones that you're the hottest in. It's like this never-ending thing. And it's terrible. I don't get it.
You just have a problem making decisions. Going
No,
out
I
to
don't.
eat.
No, I don't have a problem making decisions.
Helping pick out outfits. Yep.
Babe, just wear the least amount of clothes possible to not get arrested. That is what I like. So if you're trying to make me happy, that's what I like.
All right.
So jump in the comments.
Noted.
Tell us your stories. I mean, I want to know if I'm the only one. Maybe I'm overreacting. But I feel like I got attacked for being like under fashion person.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like I should talk
Attack
about
me
the
a
other
little bit?
story. Yeah, attack you a
okay.
little. I feel like I should attack you a little bit and talk about, how it could be the opposite.
Because it's back to keeping score thing,
It's
right?
not keeping score. It's just pointing out like the duality of relationships. How, like, yeah, maybe I'm a little subdued, but maybe you're a little over the top with the same type of thing. So anyway, I think that's fair. But anyway, let us know. I'd love to hear your stories. Mama, quick question. What do you love the most about marriage?
Honestly, like right now, it's just having somebody to have fun with.
You don't
Like
feel like
a
you could
best
have fun
friend.
with somebody outside of a marriage?
No, not in the intimate way I can have fun with you.
So you see like the intimacy, you see like the fun needing to be tied to intimacy, which can only be sort of gained through a some sort of bond like marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. So you just like to have fun with me,
I
and
do.
you don't feel like if you. So let's say Big Boy got ran over by a train tomorrow. You don't feel like you could find somebody to just have fun with without being married to them? I'm just interested. I'm not trying to
I
grill
feel like you could have somebody that you can enjoy hanging out with, but I feel like you and I have grown together and know the ins and outs of each other so much, and that's the great side to marriage. And some people don't get to see that good side because they may give up on marriage too quickly. But you and I have like grown together and know each other so well that I don't feel like I could have the same amount of fun. I'll be honest.
That's fair.
I'll be turning 45 in 2 months, and I do not feel like I could learn or progress to the same level you and I have with somebody else. It's just we've invested so much in each other.
Yeah, I think that's
that
fair.
just makes our life so enjoyable right now.
Yeah, you brought up a bunch of good points. I think one of them is what we've talked about before. Like there's like phases to marriage, especially if you have kids. Now I won't say there's a lot. There's some people that get married and it's just them. Like they never end up having kids, and I think they probably stayed in sort of that honeymoon phase, probably most of it, like all of it.
Yeah.
They don't have to go through the kid part of it, which again, we've said it multiple times. We feel like in our marriage, and I think it's the case for a lot of marriages, that's where you really test the marriage. And a lot of people don't make it out of that because it's really hard. It is.
Right.
It is definitely not an easy thing. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. But when you've been with somebody for, like we've been together for over 25 years now, we're coming up on 26 really, really quickly. It would be hard. I think you're right. It's hard we've been through so much stuff together that it would be hard to, in a very quick amount of time, like build that type of
Yeah,
bond
it's like I
with
hate
somebody.
to use this word 'cause it sounds so not intimate, but like train someone to like know what you like and what you don't like and vibing together. It's like it's just too much. I would get to literally go back to what you said. If something happened tomorrow to you, like it's just not worth my time to try to train somebody else.
Like you wouldn't even try.
No, I mean, if it happened organically, it happens organically. But it's just like at that point, I would just thrive in getting to be really close with the. We could be close to the kids, but we're also enjoying our life too. But like, I would just focus on work and maybe find a hobby, and it's just not something I'm interested in. You and I have really talked about that before.
No, I know you have said that. I
feel like I stand by that. If it organically happened, it organically happens.
I
wouldn't ever seek something else out.
I think you say that, and I think you honestly believe that. Like, I'm not trying to, but yeah. I think loneliness is a very powerful thing.
Yes, it is.
And so I think, like, if we've got some people that are probably listening to this that are in that situation that we're talking about, like either they've had a divorce or they've lost their spouse, and man, I mean, shoot, okay, like perfect example. When I was in the military, I was deployed, and this was during like our honeymoon. Like we didn't even have kids. Yeah. We had a baby, very young baby. My very last deployment,
5-6 months.
Yeah.
Well, the first deployment, she was 5 or 6 months old.
Right, yeah. And I guess so the second one, she's a little over a year, or at about a year.
Mm-hmm.
Very lonely, just to be gone. I mean, like I remember a time when I was in Kuwait, and we had gotten there. All these, we go to this one big tent city, they call them. And there's all these soldiers there. And then all of a sudden, soldiers start leaving. And we got attached to a completely different unit that wasn't our unit. And we had to travel into Iraq with them. And I remember being in the middle of this line of these huge circus tents that were probably, man, I bet you these things were 150 feet long. We were the only 4 people in this entire tent. Like 4 little cots just sitting there in the middle of this tent, and everything else was gone. And we were waiting until the next day to hitch a ride up to a different tent city where the unit we were going to roll into Iraq was. I don't think I've ever felt more lonely in my life than I did at that moment. And so,
wow, I never knew that. You told me that story.
Yeah, it was weird because you're in the Army, like there's people everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think we were some of the only people in that little base area. So that was like extremely odd. It went from hustle bustle, there's thousands of people everywhere, to like all of a sudden there was nothing. And like, I don't think you can get more lonely than that. So like I've done these deployments. I've gotten lonely during these deployments. Clearly when we were separated, we both felt lonely.
Yeah, I stayed with family, so that helped the loneliness aspect.
So yeah, loneliness. So I'm interested to hear from people that are in those types of situations today. Like, how do you feel about that? Like, is it something that you say, like you like Mama says, like I wouldn't pursue that, or it wouldn't be something that you tried to force, I think is what you're ultimately trying to say.
Right.
Is that the case for y'all, or or does at some point do you just kind of go, man, I am super lonely, like I'm going to force this, like I just need some human interaction, whether it's physical or emotional or whatever that looks like. It's kind of an interesting. I mean, you see it all the time. You see people that get divorced around our age, or lose spouses around our age. And it's really doesn't seem like it's a long time before they find their way back to some sort of relationship.
Yeah.
So I think the mind says, like I don't want to put that effort into it, but humans are emotional and we need that sort of intimacy. And so I think ultimately the loneliness kind of takes over that. So that's why I always say to you, I always say this to Mama, you don't know what you'll do. If you get lonely, you get too lonely, you don't know what you'll do. So I think what I love most about marriage is probably the same. Like, I just like to have fun with you. I like kicking it.
Kicking it.
Yeah. I was in high school in the early 90s. We kicked it. So we keep kicking it. I don't know. I really, I think it's all the same things you have said. It's just harder for me to say it. Like harder for me to, I don't know, spell that out. Mm-hmm. You did it so eloquently. I think that's what it was. What are you sipping on over there?
What you made me?
What'd I make you?
I think it's a Chilton.
Chiltons. We're having Chiltons tonight.
But if you don't know what that is.
Oh, yeah. If you don't know what a Chilton is, that is a vodka, a soda with a splash of lemon.
Lemon juice, not like just put a
I squeeze
lemon.
lemon in.
I know. I'm just saying a lot of people, when we say that, they just put the
lemon. You
lemon.
actually have to squeeze the lemon into it.
You have to specify, squeeze some lemon in there.
And you got to throw some salt in there.
Fresh lemon's the best.
Exactly.
Salt on the rim. Maybe some salt in.
I got another crazy question for you, Mama. And I've always wondered this. I don't even know if we've ever talked about this.
Uh-oh. Is this on the script? Is this off the script? I don't remember what the script is.
This might be off the script. So, if you woke up and you had 24 hours to be a man, like you woke up at 8 a.m. and you were a man, and like there was a note pinned on your pillow that said you have 24 hours to be a man, what does your day look like? Like what are the things that you would have to get done in 24 hours? Question. It is a weird question. It's a pretty awesome question though.
One, definitely would enjoy peeing standing up.
Okay.
Ain't gonna lie. I would definitely hit the gym that day. I'm a man.
And see like how strong you were?
Yeah, I want to see how strong I am. I don't know.
Would you enjoy like just getting paid more for doing the same job or anything like that? I'm making a joke.
Yeah, I was like, in my field, I don't think it's just not that. So, how big of a man am I?
I don't know that it necessarily matters. I mean, like just
if I have to be my size being a man, it wouldn't be very much fun.
Oh my God. This is
this is how a woman responds. I want some dominance.
This is like the woman thought process. I say you're a man for 24 hours. What do you want to do in those 24 hours? And Mama goes like immediately to like, what can't I do?
Oh, it would be nice not to put makeup on or like really fix my hair. Like, yeah, that would be kind of chill.
Would you get a blowjob?
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that.
See?
Yeah. A blowjob would be nice.
Like stick your cock in something?
What I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
All those things.
You've never had a cock before your whole life.
All I was thinking about is peeing standing up.
So you kind of went to the cock, but not like
not sexually.
Not sexually, which again, that's like a woman thing, I think. Like
yeah, we don't think that. We're just
you're sitting there thinking of all the limitations. Like, oh, am I big? What can I? Am I going to get beat up? Like what? Like you're free.
I can go up to a bar and they'll come over to me and ask what I want to drink. That'd be great.
Yeah, because that never happens to women.
No, it never happens to me.
Women,
they ignore the shit out of me.
Shut up. That's because you walk up all mean looking.
No, I just walk up me.
No, well, which is mean looking.
Well, it's not
RBF. Mama has RBF. Like look up RBF in the dictionary, and there's a picture of Mama. She could be as happy as like she could possibly be, and she's gonna be upset looking. Anyways.
That took a turn.
I'm just saying, we're just having a chat. Don't you want to ask me what I would do if I was a woman?
Yeah. What would you do if you were a woman? Would you grab your own tits?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe even suck them if you could?
Yeah, and I'd like rub myself. I would want to do all the things it feels like to be a woman.
What are those? I could just have said that too. I want to do all the things that it feels like to be a man.
Well, so like,
That's easy.
Like, I think it would be cool to, not cool maybe, but like, I wonder how painful pregnancy is, or like having a baby is.
I want you to have a period.
I don't necessarily want to have a period.
Yep, you're gonna get one.
No, because
the day you become a woman,
I only have 24 hours.
Guess what? Congratulations, it's your period. Have fun with that.
Yeah. I don't know.
You really don't know what you.
I would want to experience
what it's like to be a woman.
The different things women get to experience that men don't experience.
I think one thing that would be fun for you to think about is feeling and you know, honestly, there's some women who don't get to enjoy this, and that's something I wish that all women could enjoy, is getting to feel a baby move inside you, because that's a pretty cool feeling.
I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I would also like to be able to like capitalize on my beauty the way women can.
You have to learn how to put on makeup.
Because you see, like, you see them. No, listen.
Well, I mean, you don't have to do
You don't have to
makeup.
learn this stuff. Like, it's inherent. You just wake up and you're like, you are what you are. But there's like these memes out on the internet where, like, you know, it's clearly written by a dude. Like, if you ever want to feel bad or something like that, there's a woman out there selling butthole pics for like millions of dollars or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's a people always talk about the different privileges, quote unquote. That's like a woman privilege. Women can go like just sell pictures of themselves.
Yeah, I would not want to see a butthole.
What do you mean you wouldn't want to see?
I wouldn't want to see a man butthole. I wouldn't pay for that.
No, I don't think. I don't think most
butthole.
women would. There might be some dudes out there that do, but there's probably not any women that want to pay for man butthole pictures. But there's a lot of people, women and men, that would pay for women butthole pictures. So that's like a privilege that women have. I would want to know what it feels like to just walk in the room and like everybody's like, damn. Like, I would do anything to be with that person. Because men don't typically get to, there's like 5 men on the planet that get to like feel that way. You know what I mean? There's like hundreds of women. I mean, there's probably like 20 women at the fair this weekend that like everybody at the fair would have. I know. I'm just saying, like, women have a different power. It would be cool to feel the power that women have, that I think, and that's a good point that you just made, like you kind of brought me to. I don't think most women understand the power they have.
Maybe.
So I thought that was a fun. What's your topic, Beth?
I don't have a topic.
You need to get a topic.
Nah.
We still have time to fill on the show, and you were supposed to get a topic.
You didn't tell me that. Otherwise, I wouldn't got a topic. I don't know.
Well, just spitball one. You got to ask me a question.
What was the most fun you had this weekend?
What was the most fun I had this weekend? Man, it was really good to see those friends of ours that we haven't seen. Yeah. The game was really fun. I don't think there was a lot about this weekend that wasn't really fun. Honestly, it was a good time. There was some hassle. Like, there's always some hassle.
Yeah, it's always hassle.
Getting out of there was terrible Saturday night, man, and it was bad. Like, I felt like we got on this bus and drove. I feel like we drove to Fort Worth on a bus, but we didn't. We just got back to downtown, which honestly was not very far from where we were at in the first place.
Our trip home was good.
The trip home was good. No traffic at all.
Yeah.
The trip there sucked. But hey, man, we got to the state fair. We had a good time. We won a football game. We got no mailbag questions this week. That's why I'm asking all the questions. So,
well, we did talk about how we had to deal with. I don't think we forgot to touch upon this last week. How still you have grown kids, but you're still trying to help them through life, and then we never said what happened to our daughter. That we're still working on getting things fixed.
Yeah, so we might have kind of briefly mentioned that we were at dinner and the kids were going to come join us at dinner, and our daughter calls frantically FaceTime, because do all y'all's kids FaceTime? Are they incapable of just hitting the call button?
Yeah. It's got to be a FaceTime.
It's always got to be a FaceTime from our kids. Like, if they can't see the person they're talking to, they're missing out on something somehow. Anyways, frantic FaceTime that her moonroof has basically just caved in on her car, and it has.
And she's literally on the way to dinner. We are all sitting there just waiting for her to come.
So we've been dealing with that, and the point of the story I think that you're trying to get to, but Mama, is that this is going to cost us money. So even though we have adult kids that have jobs, somehow,
and people, we kind of touched upon this on our TikTok, and we got some feedback. Why is it your responsibility? And it's not. It's just one thing I want to help do, help them ease, the struggles of adult life. I want to ease them into that. And I want them, as she got to see the inconvenience and the struggle and what it's going to be like to really live on her own. And if we can help her, we'll help her. And, same thing for our son, we'll just ease them into that adult life. And that's not something our parents had an opportunity to do because they didn't have the money to help us. So we managed to make it on our own.
And that's what I was about to say.
We figured it out on our own.
I feel like the hardcore side of me says stop easing people back into stuff.
That's fair.
Just let them deal with stuff.
But I don't mind helping them, and I just want to ease their way. That's just me.
I don't necessarily mind helping them as long as they put themselves in a position through life where they're so much better off than we are.
Right.
But it's hard for me to envision that at this point.
Right.
It's hard for me to see that for them at this point, which I'm sure if you would have gone back and asked our parents, would we ever amount to anything? They probably would have said, no.
But it just goes, we just show them how much of an inconvenience it is. And, you file this under insurance and then you have to pay a deductible. And these are real life things. And
you got to figure out how you're getting to work.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do when you don't have that car? These are struggles and that's real life stuff. So. Yeah.
So if you're out there and you're dealing with the same stuff with your adult kids, again, drop us a comment on one of these podcast apps, or you can go to our website. Again, it's talesfromemptynest.com. There's a contact form on there that will send your information directly to our email address. Put your stuff in there. We want to know what you guys are going through too.
As empty nesters, what are things you still deal with, and how do you handle situations like that? I don't like to judge one person to the other on how they handle things. That's just how we handle things with our adult children, and they've been really, really, really good kids throughout life. Their teenage years, they were very, very good kids, and it's not like they've ever done anything horrifically wrong or not. I'm not saying that they, if they did this, a reason to say you don't deserve this, but they've been really good kids and they've done good things, and we want to help them out where we can, and that's just where we stand in that type of situation. But if there are other different unique ways that y'all handle things when your kids have adult life situations, we like to hear that.
It's getting about time though for the oldest one.
I know.
To not need help with adult life situations. Yeah. By the time we were this one's age, we had kids. Not kids.
We had a kid.
We had a kid.
Almost another kid.
And we had almost a mortgage. Almost everything. Yeah. That adults have to deal with. And so that's my only thing about the whole thing. I think there's a balance.
There is a balance.
I think it's a parent's instinct to want to help, but I also think maybe the way you're trying to help isn't the right way to help. Maybe the best way to help is to just say, yeah, life sucks. Welcome to being an adult. Go figure it out. And I'm real close to that.
Yeah, we're getting there.
With the oldest one.
That's absolutely fair.
So anyway, we'll keep you updated with the saga of the smashed. And this is the crazy. I mean, it looks like someone threw a freaking bowling ball through the top.
Yep.
Of this moonroof.
Just driving down the highway. Boom. How does that happen?
Yeah, I don't know.
I told her, I said, this is the most frustrating thing when it's not something you've done and it's something you have to fix and have the inconvenience, to your life of just random stuff that happens. I mean, let's be fair.
She hasn't had a lot of inconvenience.
Yeah.
She's driving my car right now.
That's true.
Her busted ass car with a huge hole in the roof is in my garage. I'm the one that's been doing all the
You've
shit
been
with the
inconvenienced,
insurance.
honestly.
I'm the one that had to do pictures and send them to the freaking insurance. I'm the one that's going to pay a deductible. So yeah, that's why I say
this might be her last get out of jail free card.
It is. It's got to be. And I think we need to have that conversation. We need to say, look, this is it. Be prepared because something else is coming. And you're going to have to figure it out. Anyways, that's the show for tonight. Thanks for joining us. I believe this is episode 9. 9 episodes. We're almost at 10. 10 will be like a milestone, Mama, because most people don't get to 10.
What?
And I don't even know what that means because I just feel like you could just keep putting episodes. But I think people just get bored with it.
Yeah.
And they run out of stuff to talk about. And I don't think that'll ever happen.
I hope not.
Because we have tons of bullshit to talk about. Check out the website, talesfromemptynest.com. All the links to the like every place you can listen to this podcast is there. Every link to our social medias are there. There's a contact form that we mentioned before. Please send us topics to talk about. Send us your questions. A lot of people have commented on the podcast themselves, and we've tried to answer those questions and talk about those topics. We'll take anything you can give us. There's a link to our stupid store. We got some pull and lit hats.
Stupid store.
We got some pull and lit koozies if y'all want to buy them. They're not expensive at all. Shipping is included. Those are pretty cool little trucker hats.
I know.
I can get down with the trucker hat, and they're pretty sweet.
I have a hard time finding hats that fit me, and that one fits me really good. So
yeah, I think you look really good in your pull and lit hat. And then check out the YouTube channel for our travel vlogs, which I have not put any up there, but I've got videos, and I'm trying to work on them. I think I'm going to put one up for Boston, but it's not going to be great. But we'll get better.
It's a work in progress.
No, I think like after like watching the videos back, I'm like, I just didn't take the enough. You know, I didn't take advantage of good opportunities to make a good travel vlog. So I got some ideas. So when we go to Cancun in December, we'll have a good travel vlog. But anyway, check out the YouTube channel for that stuff. You guys have a good night. Mama, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening, everybody out there.